Hey guys, it's Captain Rich Murphy here, and I'm with my good buddy Danny Avila from Taco Marine. We're gonna be doing a little upgrades on our front runner. So what do we got here, Danny?
Yeah, Rich, so we got the new GS-300 outrigger bases from Taco, and we got the new 22-foot internally rigged carbon fiber poles, which can be a nice upgrade on the front runner, give you a nice wider spread. It's gonna be a lot more convenient for you as well when you're fishing.
Awesome, man. Let's see how it's done. So Danny, we got this brand new box of taco stuff. What do we got going on in here, bud?
Yeah, Rich, so what we got here is this is the kit itself. It's gonna bring both your outrigger bases, all your mounting hardware, necessary backing plates, which we include in the kit, and both of your outrigger bases itself. So,
nice stainless steel, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, these are new cast stainless steel versions, single-handed operation. There's gonna be a lot of new features and benefits that we're gonna go over in comparison to what you have on the boat right now. And so everything that you need is in this kit itself. All we need is some basic hand tools for installation, some socket wrenches, and some pliers. So that pretty much it's very simple installation. Anybody can go ahead and upgrade these for what they have, currently on their boats.
Awesome.
Did you see that? The knob itself will flip over. So let's say
you flip the knob. It's not so necessarily.
So the knob, the handle itself, there's two operations. There's the flipping of the knob, so I can tuck this away if I want to, or let's say I want to now
go out.
I can do that, but before I do it like this, like the competitor, now I can use both hands and do it like this, right? So it's like I said, it's easier to demonstrate on the boat itself, but there's a lot of nice features about this product.
I'm excited.
All right, guys. So what I've done here is I've taken off the four 9/16 nuts from the actual bolts on the hardtop here. So what I'm gonna do now on these GS-390 bases, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this handle, okay, and then I'm gonna be able to take this handle out, and I'll be able to lift this outrigger out of the base itself, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and finish taking out these number 3 Allen key screws, one here and one here. And when I get that handle off, we're gonna go ahead and take it to the next step. And we're ready to take this outrigger out of the base. So what we're gonna do up here, guys, we're gonna remove these 4 bolts from the hardtop itself, and then that'll free us and be able to get this outrigger out of this hardtop and get ready to install the new rigger. What you want to do now is go ahead and cut the silicone seal on at the base of the outrigger, and then go ahead and work it out of there. Okay, we're gonna cut all around the base. Now we're gonna go ahead and clean up this surface area, get it prepped for the new bases before we're ready to drop them in place. Now that I've scraped off as much of the old adhesive off as possible, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna prep the surface with some acetone. We're gonna wipe that down real well, clean it real well, and then we'll be ready to apply our new adhesive and then our new outrigger base. All we wanna do, so this new set of GS-300s is, since we don't have a secondary handle, it's literally, we're just gonna make sure that the position is straight down, and we're gonna drop this into place, like so. I'm gonna mock these up first to make sure all my clearance is good before I go ahead and seal these in place. But that looks to me like it's pretty good. The great thing about these as well is if you have an older pair of taco bases, the whole patterns are the same, so they will drop into the exact same location without any modification to your top, okay? All right, guys, at this point, we are done with the install. We'll go ahead and tightened up our fasteners and our caps here. So now the unit itself is fully operable. What we're gonna go do now is we're actually gonna mount the outrigger pole to the actual base, and then we're gonna set that up as well. All right, guys, so couple of the main differences between the new GS-300 bases and the older GS-390s. The first thing you can recognize is obviously it's cast stainless steel. It's nice polished look, so it's gonna match the rest of your hardware on the boat. In addition to that, we've moved the pivot point of the unit up front. So what that's gonna allow you to do is it's gonna give you more height on the unit itself. All right, so if you're kite fishing or if you're backing into a slip, that additional height is gonna allow you to do a little bit more and get some more versatility out of the unit itself. As you can see here, I got it up almost to 80 degrees, which is significant difference over the original version. In addition to that, I mentioned before, there's an ambidextrous pin, so there's no more port and starboard pin on the outside. It's also for aesthetics. This unit is also waterproof. It's sealed, so no water that falls in here is gonna go down into the hardtop or onto your deck itself, okay? So those are some of the main differences up here at the top. Let me bring it down below and I'll show you a couple differences underneath. So underneath here, you'll notice a significant difference. There's only one handle on this unit compared to the two of the previous unit. This one handle will do both functions, up, a rotation, and lift. So what it does is it's got a designation underneath here. You'll see it says up, which tells me that the unit is in the up and down configuration. So we'll be able to adjust our outrigger poles accordingly. Once we know what height we want the poles in and we want to deploy the outriggers themselves, we're gonna go ahead and flip this handle over. It's gonna register, you're gonna see the word out. So what that's gonna allow us to do now, the unit itself is in what we call the deploy configuration, right? So now what we wanna do is this handle here also, you can pull down and it gives you an extra grip here as well. So we're gonna go ahead and deploy the outrigger out. Once we know what position we want it to fish in, then we're gonna lock it back into place, like so, and now it's tucked away, okay? So it's very simple, there's no two-hand operation. It's neat, it's compact, and it's extremely durable.
So Jenny, we pulled all this out of the box. This is exactly how Taco sends them. These are our two 22-inch poles, but tell me what's neat about these things, man.
Right, so, well, the first thing you can notice is the packaging. So these are internally rigged poles. Typically these have to come in an LTL truck in a single length. These actually break down to 3 different sections.
And how long is these sections?
These sections are, they're about 8 feet long each.
So easy to ship, you can put them on a plane, you can send them to the Bahamas.
That's correct, they come in a box that's shippable, UPS. So they don't have to go by truck, so it brings freight costs, significantly down. For the end user who wants to get these at their home, they can get these in a box. Or if a dealership wants to buy these, they don't have to pay the freight for it. So ultimately, it's a savings to the customer because of freight.
Awesome.
In addition to that, these also come with your halyard lines already pre-ran.
Plug and play, ready to go. These are 400-pound on all of them, ready to go?
These are 400-pound model. Yep, we have them color coordinated, black, blue, and clear. Which indicates your long, your mid, and then your short. But if you want to change them, like what we're going to do today, we can easily change them out.
So you start by putting them together, right?
Yeah. So the first thing we'll do, we're gonna work on one set first. We're gonna take apart the different sections, and then I'm gonna show you how we assemble these.
So by taking out the slack helps it.
Yeah, that's correct. And I'll show you now what
Taco makes it super, super easy and convenient, right? And so if you have a buddy with you, like I got Danny with me, all he's gonna do is take out the slack on your actual halyard line, right? And so as I'm pushing these arrows into each other, we're gonna turn and twist. And so by pushing in and twisting, these guys can get collapsed. You can put them in your barn, you can put them in your dry storage rack. You can ship them if you guys are traveling or doing some crazy stuff like we do. We're constantly going to the Bahamas. So sometimes, something happens or we need to replace something, put it in an airplane, you're good to go. So Taco was really considerate about that, putting things away. And so it's super, super easy. You're gonna just push in and twist, and that's locked in, and that's not going anywhere. So Danny, it's the same thing here with this middle, or this long one, right? We're gonna just push and turn, right?
That's it, yep. We're gonna do the same thing for this section. We're gonna push it down, give it a half a turn.
Awesome.
And then it's locked into place. So now we've got the full pole ready to be installed in the boat. In this case, we're gonna replace the mid and the short. for some 400-pound black mono, which is what you requested. So we're gonna show you now how easy it is to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, unfortunately I have horrible OCD, so everything's gotta be matchy-matchy. We're just gonna swap out this blue and this, I mean, straight out of the box, man. They have it ready to go. My OCD just want to do a little bit of black on black on black. We're gonna make it nice and tight and right.
I certainly understand. So Rich, the other unique feature about these poles, these are the only internally rigged poles that have their own rigging tubes built into them.
Yeah.
So they all have their own track inside to where the line goes through for each individual exit, right?
So for the viewer at home, let's show these guys what we're talking about here, Danny. So what we're saying is Taco's gone through the extra effort to actually rig internally inside there where it's not just bouncing around. They've gone through the extra design and effort to really think about all the little ways that can hang up and cause an extra problem. So on their part, man, you know, kudos to that, because it was really, really something well thought out. Like you said though, when you're just putting them together, you need your buddy a little bit. Just pick up the slack on that leash, push and turn, and it ain't going anywhere.
Here is, I just threaded the 400-pound mono back through this roller guide right here, which is gonna be for our short, and you're gonna see it come right out of the,
oh, and there it is.
Pulley there, okay?
So
you can see, we don't have to finagle it or jerry rig it to try to pry it and snatch it out of there. It makes it easy. If you break a line or want to replace it, it's
just run it up the rigger and you're good to go.
Yeah, exactly. Super easy. Ridge, the other cool thing that makes this pool unique from anything else that's out there in the market is its adjustable butt. Okay, what we did was we incorporated adjustability into the butt section. All right, it's a locking collar to where you can actually adjust the position of the pole. Because these are internally rigged, there's no swivel pulleys to track your halyard lines. You're gonna be able to make adjustments to the pole itself once it's mounted on the boat so that your lines track accordingly. So all you need to do here is install the butt section and twist the collar itself down. Once we get on the boat, I'm gonna show you the set screw and how we lock that down, and that's the only tool you need to put these poles together is one Allen key wrench, okay? Once we get on the boat, I'll show you how to do that, and we'll take it from there.
It goes from having your lines up here to now all of a sudden they're here. Everything's dragging nice and smooth. Everything pops out the way it's supposed to. And those are the little things that mount to a lot of big things. And Taco really went above and beyond with this one. Out with the new and in with the newer. From out with the old and in with the new. Thank you, Danny. I really appreciate it.
Man, anytime.
All the help. And if you guys want to know any information, where can we go to get more information?
Yeah, man, absolutely. TacoMarine.com is your greatest source. So anything taco, it's got installation instructions, videos, all kinds of spec sheets on there. So if you have any questions, TacoMarine.com.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.